paper. I wouldn't bother to make such a point of all of this unless later you happen to see a bunch of naked women running through the woods. I don't want you to get the wrong impression now. This play is full of symbolism. I work in the sleep-tight pajama factory in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. The pajama game is the game I'm in, and I'm proud to be in the pajama game. I love it. I can hardly wait to wake and get to work at 8. Nothing's quite the same as the pajama game. I'm an executive. I'm a time study man. I can tell you per second exactly how many stitches go into a pair of pajamas. I can time anything. You'll see what we can do in the factory. All right, let it go! Right, girls, hurry up! I've got my stopwatch on you. Now watch for the symbolism. Look out! Here comes my boss. Here comes the president of the union. Boy, he's sharp.
Where's my lunch bucket? Has anyone seen my lunch bucket?
I told you he's sharp.
Hers the cutest one.
He's relaxing, but there's another side to his character.
How about it, Fred? If we don't get that 7.5-cent raise by the first of the month, we strike. You said it. You said it.
You see how ideas keep creeping through? That takes the sting off the sexy parts. Look out! Here comes my boss, Mr. Hassler. That's capital for you. Capital with the capital C. He's a great economist.
Wait! Turn these damn lights off! You think J.P. Morgan got rich by letting the lights on all over Wall Street? Where's my secretary? Gladys!
Yes, Mr. Hassler.
I love her.
Where's the new superintendent?
We can't find him. Here's Mabel. She'll know.
Where's Troupe?
Well, he's around the plant somewhere, Mr. Hassler. First there was a leak in the water tower, then he went down to the boiler room.
Well, go find him.
Yes, Mr. Hassler.
Gladys, take a letter.
Yes, sir.
Employees demand for 7.5-cent raise. Absolutely unnecessary.
All right, Chief. Hurry up, girls. Can't waste time. I've got my stopwatch on you. Hurry up. Hurry up.
Hurry up.
Waste time. Hurry up. Waste time. Race out with the clock. When you race out with the clock. And the second hand understands. Try to break your fingers. The Constitution isn't made of rock. It's a losing race when you're racing with the race out with the racing with the clock. Racing with the racing with the racing with the clock.
All right, girls. Seconds are ticking. Hurry up.
Hurry up.
Hurry up. Waste time. Hurry up. Waste time. Racing with the clock. Racing with the clock. The second hand understands. Track and break the fingers. The Constitution isn't made of rock. It's a losing race when you're racing with the racing with the racing with the clock.
When will old man Hassler break down and come up with our 7.5-cent raise? How in hell can I buy me a swell new second-hand car on that salary he pays?
I think you're the new superintendent. I like a man. You like a man, period.
All right, girls. Cut the laughter. Tempest Nugent.
Waste.
Hurry up.
Hurry up. Waste time. Waste time.
You're racing with the clock. The second hand understands. That's not great. Breaking your fingers and Constitution isn't made of rock. It's a losing race when you're racing with the clock. Can't waste time. Racing with the
We can fix it while they're at lunch. No, it's number 9.
belong in this town.
You know, the whole second floor was broke down, and they couldn't find him. He was fixing a boiler, and he comes and yells at me. I don't stay in for that. There's plenty of other places I can work. I ain't gotta take that crap off nobody.
Hey, give me a screwdriver.
And let me tell you something else. You know what they're paying at the packing plant? 94 up. That ain't neither.
Screwdriver.
Oh, Mr. Sorokin.
Yes, Mabel.
Mr. Hassler's gone to the shipping room. He wants you right away.
I've got to finish this. I can't.
Yes, I know. Mr. Hassler's kind of difficult sometimes. You're the third superintendent we've had this year.
And I'm the last one you'll have this year, Mabel, because I want this job.
Oh, you don't say.
Now you're talking, boy.
Hey, bring me a switch.
I'll tell him you're awful busy.
Thanks.
And here's another thing. They're paying 83 up at the casket company.
My gosh, you'd be a sensation up at the casket company. Maybe you could get a job as a tester. Just lie running coffins all day. Now hurry up.
I'm hurrying.
Well, hurry faster.
Hey, you can't do that to me.
The hell I can't, I just did.
Well, I'll fix you. I'm getting the grievance committee.
Go ahead. It'll give you something to do.
I ain't gotta take this crap off nobody.
Go away, boy. You bother me.
Can't push me down, especially on my week off.
The grievance committee can start quite a rhubarb.
This whole town's a revolt.
Oh, you'll get used to it.
I hope so. Listen, we'll need a bigger switch, and we'll also need a fuse.
I'll go down to the storehouse.
Thanks. Hey, give him the hand. Move! A new town is a blue town. Who do you know and show me what you can do, town? There's no red carpet at your feet. If you're not tough, they'll try to beat you down in a new town. The old town, it's not like the old town. It don't take long to find that you're in a cold town. But you know you can lick it. Didn't buy a round trip ticket to this cold, cold town. Nobody asked me to come here, and nobody asked me to stay. Made up my own mind, and I know that I'll find my own way. Since that first day, when I said hi town, they damn well tried to make me say goodbye town. But I won't leave until I make it my town. They'll see this one horse stupid thing of a new town ain't gonna let me.
Mr. Sorokin, Mr. Hassler's been looking for you.
Did you get lost?
I had to fix the number 9 machine.
I expected you in the shipping room.
Don't pay any attention to him, Sid.
Thanks.
When did you get so familiar with him? Sid, what does that
It
mean?
doesn't mean anything. I just like to be friendly.
Friendly, always flirting.
Oh!
Dancing on the green jukeboxes.
Next time when I sing for you, I'll expect you. That's the way we run things around here.
Since that first day, I said hi town. They damn well tried to make me say goodbye town. But I won't leave until I make it my town. They'll see this one horse stupid hick of a new town ain't gonna lick me.
Mr. Sorokin, I told you to be careful. When I heard about your beating up that boy, I
I
found...
didn't beat him up.
Well, he's dangling his arm like it was hurt terrible.
I'll tell him to take it up with the committee.
Oh, he's doing that, don't worry. Oh, here comes Dave Williams.
And I'll be delighted to talk to him.
All right, mister. Here's the grievance committee.
a committee.
Charlie, this grievance committee is different.
Never mind the snow job.
Oh, look, I'm sorry, all right, I've shoved the kid. What's the next move?
He says you hit him.
No, I just... Look, Miss Wilson, I've got a lot of
Her
problems
name
on my...
is Miss Williams.
What's the difference?
I'm sorry. Miss Williams.
It doesn't matter.
Well, he ought to know the committee's right.
Take it easy. Look, Mr. Sorokin, I have quite a few problems of my own right now. This helper says you socked him.
He does.
Yeah, I do.
Let's say I shoved him. It sounds more refined.
Mr. Sorokin, Mr. Hassler wants you in his office right away.
Tell him to... Tell him okay.
This is a crisis. The Dubs are 15 minutes behind the Bottoms.
Let's be practical. This is a lot of damn nonsense.
We don't happen to think so, Mr. Sorokin. You're not supposed to strike an employee. We have rules about that.
I know, for both sides, I would hope... Listen, I'll spread it on the table. This young man needs vocational guidance.
You think so?
Yes, he wants to be a bank president. I don't believe he's happy as a factory helper.
I don't see what all this has to do with it.
Forget it. Well, it seems you haven't made a very good impression on our new superintendent.
Well, he ain't got no right to push me around, especially on my weak arm.
Let's go.
Look, Miss Wilson, I've got to get this factory going. Can't we take this up later?
Of course we can, Mr. Sorokin. That's in the rule book, too. Go tell the nurse to check your arm, then send me a report.
Can't knock me down. Throw once already.
Thanks for their cooperation, Miss Williams.
It's all in the rule book.
You know, I must read that rule book of yours sometime.
You certainly should.
All I have to say is that you're the cutest grievance committee I've ever had to deal with.
All right, girls, hurry up. I've got my stopwatch on you.
You're racing with the clock. You're racing with the clock. And the second hand doesn't understand that track may break your fingers ache. Your constitution isn't made of rock. It's a losing race with racing with the racing with the racing with the clock.
Now, you elected me president. You gotta have confidence. But I only said... Look, this ain't no time to be talking about no strikes and no ultimatums.
Yes, but that 7.5
Now,
cents.
wait a minute. There ain't no question, but we're gonna get that 7.5-cent raise. Other companies are paying it, and we're entitled to it. But we gotta be smart. Wait until old Hassler's got so many orders and he can't afford to shut the factory down. Then we got you.
Well, I wouldn't want no super to try and shove me around.
Hiya, Perez.
Hello. Say, babe, what about that kid supposed to have gotten hit? What did the super have to say for himself?
That one's for the birds, Perez. That kid hasn't even got a bruise on his arm. He's a faker.
You think so, huh, babe?
Sure, he's a phony. If that guy Sorokin ever really hit him, he'd break him in two.
Sure.
Mr. Sorokin is so strong. He's so wonderful. What's this? The new super. I think he's simply woo-woo. Don't you? I didn't notice. I noticed.
I thought Babe was noticing too.
Yeah, she went up. You girls are getting...
Love comes at last to Babe Williams.
Oh, get off it. I hardly ever looked at the man. I'm the grievance committee. Love, are you nuts?
Some people can't tell when it hits them.
All you gotta do is say hello to a man, and they have you whispering in his ear. All you gotta do is be polite with him, and they have you spending the night with him. If there's a guy you nearly have a beer with, they've got you setting the wedding date. It seems they've just got to have some dirt to bend your ear with. So before you start, I herewith state I'm not at all in love, not at all in love, not I, not a bit, not a mite, though I'll admit he's quite a hunk of guy, but he's not my cup of tea, not my cup of tea, not he, not an ounce, not a pinch,
certainly. Ha!
She's not at all in love, not at all in love, not she.
No, I'm not.
Not a dot,
Not a touch.
no, not much.
When I fall in love, there'll be no doubt about it. 'Cause you will know from the way that I shout it.
You're shouting.
I haven't fallen.
She hasn't fallen.
I'm not at all in
She's
love. Got those figures from Mr. Hassler.
They're in the file.
Where's your box?
On the first floor, a couple girls had a fight. Superintendent's office. Yes, Sid? Dolores Paradiso, that's her name. She's supposed to be very elegant. She can sew a button on a fly like she was pouring tea for the Queen of England. Oh, yes, she can pull hair all right. Them girls spoiled a piece of goods. When Mr. Hassler finds out, there'll be blood all over the place.
You want to buy a ticket for the picnic?
Might as well get it over with.
$1 and a beer you can guzzle.
No beer for me. Gives me heartburn, something awful.
Me too.
You...
You gonna do your famous knife throwing act this year, Mr. Hines?
I suppose so. There always seems to be a demand for it.
Was you honest on the real stage?
That's where I first met him, Poopsie. He was throwing knives at a girl at the Majestic Theater.
Is Mr. Hassler in his office?
No.
Here, $1 hard-earned dollar, and I hope the ham ain't as salty as it was for the last union picnic. I was dried up for a week after.
Thanks.
What are you going? Leaving him a note, huh? Oh, Carol Sorokin, huh?
Oh, Vern.
I saw you place a note on his desk. I'm not blind. Oh, that's why you wore that low-neck dress to work today.
You make me scream, Vernon. You just make me
All
scream.
right, then. Tell me what's in it. I dare to tell me what's in it.
Read it, then go cut your throat.
Okay, payroll $7,502.01.
That means I love you in the Morse code.
Ain't you ashamed of yourself, Heinzie?
Now that we got that all settled, do you think you could trust me as far as the ladies' room?
I'll never be jealous again, Mabel. Never.
Maybe I'll give you cause one day.
Oh, Heinzie, Heinzie.
I've learned my lesson, Mabel. I'll never be jealous again.
You stick to it now.
Absolutely.
That's easier said than done.
I can do it.
I knew it, but let's take an example, just for fun. Picture this, you're sitting and waiting for her to get back from a date.
There I am. I'm sitting and waiting for her to come back from her
There she comes, her blouse is unbuttoned, her stockings are not very straight.
There she comes. Her blouse is unbuttoned. Her stockings are not very straight.
Later on, she gets a bouquet with a card and it's saying to baby, you look great. Well, Heinzie, what would you do then?
I would trust her. I would trust her. Oh, by George, I swear I will trust her. Though I'll never be jealous again.
Nice work, Heinzie.
Oh, thank you.
Now let's take another example. Picture this, you've nothing to do, so you drop it and chat for a while.
There I am, with nothing to do, so I drop it to chat for a while.
Something's up, the window is open and Gladys is forcing a smile.
Something's up. The window is open and Gladys is forcing a smile.
Then you see a shirt and a tie and a pair of pants and a nice neat little
trust her, I would trust her. Oh, by George, I swear I would trust her, though I'll never be jealous. I would never, 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 never be jealous again.
That's the stuff, Heinzie. You're practically cured.
There will be no more nightmares to sleep through, no more keyholes to peep through.
No more bushes to creep through.
That's my plan.
Well, now that you're a new man, picture this. You go to your sweetie's apartment to borrow the key.
There I am. I go to my sweetie's apartment and borrow the key.
There she is. She's giving a sailor a very affectionate
There
squeeze.
she is. She's giving a sailor a very affectionate
Then
squeeze.
to boot, she said that she was in the arms of her cousin who's back from overseas.
Comes back from overseas. Do you really think you believe that?
Heinzie!
I would trust her. I would trust her. Oh, by George, I swear I would trust her. No, I'll never be jealous. I would never, 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 never be jealous again.
I had the union to run their Coca-Cola machine on our electricity. It's just as Fulton Lewis Jr. said last night. Listen to Fulton Lewis Jr., Sorokin.
Well, I'm rather flexible in the matter.
Say, has he got the number? Keen mind, one of the brightest thinkers alive in our country today. Should be in every executive's contract. Say, what's this? This book should be left lying around. Gladys!
Yes, Mr. Hassler.
Where you been?
I've been to the ladies. Isn't that all right?
Yeah, but this book. Gladys, I don't want that left lying around. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. Oh.
I can't trust Gladys. Who can I trust?
I wouldn't know.
Say, what was my book doing up here anyhow? Gladys!
Say, Sid, who is this Fulton Lewis Jr. he's always talking about?
He plays third base for the Chicago White Sox. The old man's got a bad case of bronchitis, hasn't he?
Oh, yes.
I wonder if he's got a skeleton locked in there. Say, Mabel, tell me something. What kind of girl is this Babe Williams?
Babe? She's peppy, full of spunk.
Is she married?
No. Well, not quite.
What do you mean, not quite?
Well, she was close once. She was engaged to the Johnson boy. Then one time at a football game, she pushed him off the end of the bleachers and gave him a concussion. That broke the engagement.
Outdoor girl.
Oh, Gladys is crying! She's hysterical! She's all... I don't know.
She brought the ledger up here to enter the cost totals, Mr. Hassler.
Well, why couldn't somebody say so? My God! Gladys!
Give me ladies' pants. Press, Sorokin speaking. Say, whatever happened to that complaint of the helper I'm supposed to have sought? I'd like to get it settled immediately. Would you send the grievance committee down to my office? Right away. Thanks.
I heard you had an eye for her.
You hear things easy around this place, Mabel. Next thing you know, they'll be talking about us.
Don't think it hasn't been mentioned.
Cutting foreman. Too many rejects. On Ray and Crepe numbers.
Hello. Hello.
Look into it, report back.
Yes, Mr. Hassler, I'll be right there. Gladys is still crying and he wants me to take a couple of letters.
I wanted to talk to you about that assault and battery case.
Well, we thought we would just forget about that, Mr. Sorokin.
Yes?
Yeah, we all knew that injured arm was a lot of nonsense. To tell you the truth, we've had trouble with him before.
I can believe that. If you only knew what I had to do just to get him to kick across with a screwdriver. I'd been justified if I were to sock him.
Well, we won't go into that. But anyhow, we have it in our books as a slight nudge.
Personally, I think a little physical punishment is good for people every once in a while.
Oh, you do, Captain Bly.
No, not exactly. No, come here, Miss Williams. I want to talk to you. How about a date?
What?
How about we go out to dinner sometime?
I don't know.
Maybe check up on some local hotspots?
Thanks, but I don't think so.
What is the strange power I have over women?
It really wouldn't work. Not at all.
Looks like I struck out that time.
It's nothing personal. But you see, you're the superintendent, and I'm the grievance committee.
Timekeeper. Make sure all the girls fill out their time cards correctly and check back to Cicero. Hey there, you with the stars in your eyes. Love never made a fool of you. You used to be too wise. Hey there, you on that high-flying cloud. Though she won't throw a crumb to you, you think someday she'll come to you. Better forget her, her with her nose in the air. She has you dancing on a string. Break it and she won't care. Won't you take this advice I hand you like a brother? Or are you not seeing things too clear? Are you just too far gone to hear? Is it all going in one ear and out the other? Hey there, you with the stars in your eyes. Who? Me? Love never made a fool of you. Not until now. You used to be too wise. Yes, I was once. Hey there. I hear you. You on that high-flying cloud. Though she won't throw a crumb to you. Don't rub it in. You think someday she'll come to you. Shut up. Better forget her. Forget her. Her with her nose in the air. Her with her nose in the air. She has you dancing on a string. A puppet on a string. Break it and she won't care. She won't care. Won't you take this advice I hand you like a brother? Or are you not seeing things too clear? Are you too much in love to hear? Is it all going in one ear and out the other?
Hey, wait a minute! Eddie. I just love these pictures. I always come off the road for work. You know, I had a great year. Sold a lot of sweet Thai pajamas.
I'll have to make an announcement about the mix-up. Dixie, there ain't gonna be enough good beans to go around. But there's plenty of potato salad, so Dad don't care for beans. We don't have you on that. And
Say, Gladys, what's Hansi?
couldn't keep up with me.
They'd have to be pretty good to keep up with you, huh? And this is the day I say, let yourself go, huh?
You want to go someplace?
You know what I mean. You say, that's a mighty nifty outfit you got on, huh? Go for that?
Oh, I don't know. I bought another dress along too, but Heinze says this is too revealing.
That ain't too nothing. Now, you go tell Hansi to roll a hoop down Main Street. Now, you got class, honey. You're beautiful.
I know I'm beautiful,
probably the most beautiful girl north of Keokuk, Iowa. But you got a wife, Prez.
Nah, forget about her. Her and me, total strangers. Nah, listen, baby. I wouldn't never tell this to nobody else but you. To nobody else but you, I wouldn't never tell this. What I mean to say is you're different from the rest. Baby, you're the best. And I wouldn't never tell this to nobody else but you.
I'll go on.
Ha ha ha.
Ha ha ha.
Ha ha ha. Her is the kind of doll which drives a fella bats. Isn't her?
Her is.
Her has the kind of shape what really is the cat's. Hasn't her?
Her has.
My wife, she ain't understanding. She ain't like her is. This here ain't no line I'm handing, or I should drop dead right where I'm standing. Her is a snappy dresser, what is dressed to kill? Isn't her?
Her is.
Her is the only dog from which I get a thrill. Isn't her?
Her is.
Her is running away, but her sure can bet. Him is gonna get her yet. I'm gonna get her yet. Ah ha ha! Ah ha ha! Dresser, what is dressed to kill? Isn't her?
Her is.
Her is the only doll from which I get a thrill. Isn't her?
Her is.
Her is running away, but her sure can bet. Him is gonna get her yet. I'm gonna get her yet. From another speaker. And at this time, it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you at this time somebody. And he don't actually need no introduction on account of we all know him, and it's always a pleasure to have him in our midst. And now, it is with great pleasure that I introduce to you our boss, Mr. Myron Hassel.
Thank you! I'm proud to be with you. We are all members of a great industry. To that, we owe our lives, our daily bread. In return, we must recognize the stern obligations placed upon us in these terrible times of governmental chaos and economic upheaval. Never before have I seen dealers
Mr. Hassler. I'm sure we all enjoyed that, and it's always a pleasure to have you with us. Anyway, first thing we leave the festive board, there will be a knife throwing exhibition by Professor Vernon Hines.
And I never miss.
Baseball game starts at 1:30 sharp and is between the finishing room and the ladies' pants. This is a grudge contest, and it ought to be good. Now, who wants to be my partner in the three-legged race, huh?
Well, you behave.
All right, that's all.
It's Bob. I want to be in the three-legged race.
Hear ye? Hear ye? Let's wait for the knife throwing.
Hello, gorgeous. How about another beer?
All right.
Yeah, this way.
Oh, but the refreshment.
No. It's out this way.
Well, if it isn't Miss Grievance Committee,
Oh, hello.
I have a grievance. There's a new guy here named Sid Sorokin. Been knocking himself out trying to be a dandy fellow, but he can't make a score.
Well, you tell him Miss Williams is a very cold, hard-boiled dog, and he wouldn't like her at all if he got to know her.
Well, I'll tell him, but he's an awful problem. Stubborn as hell.
No, I don't. Oh, some people have no sense at all, the darn fool.
What happened to you?
Stay out in the open, honey, and don't get down in them woods.
Hurry, make way for the old professor!
Where's my arm?
Introduce Professor Bernard Hines, master of the flying blades.
Go, Vernon!
It is a sensational demonstration of iron nerve and skill, exactly like his professional appearances before the crowd has in Missouri and Kansas. Are you ready, Professor?
I am ready. Say the trained nurse in attendance.
The trained nurse is here.
Good. The sensation may prove to be too great a strain on some of our fair spectators. And ladies and gentlemen, your kind attention. Oh. 1, 2, 3. Oh, ein, zwei, drei. All right. And now, if a daring young lady from the audience will consent to stand against the board, I will show you the act as it should be played.
Well, no, Heinz, we all want to live. It's too dangerous. You do it, May. You're so thin he can't miss. Heinzie? Heinzie!
11 years in the public eye, and I never drew a drop of blood.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Hey, no, don't get foolish.
I'll do it.
Don't be silly, babe.
Can you knock the apple off my head, Heinzie?
That's the spirit of baby. You show her, kid.
I don't think she should. No, she shouldn't. Now, don't make a damn fool of yourself.
All right, hold still, and you won't get hurt. 1,
I can't watch
2,
Oh, Heinzie, you're making us all so nervous.
making you nervous. How the hell do you think I feel?
Where's my apple?
I think that's enough.
Give it to me.
She's shaking. My God, she's shaking. Better not, babe. Something awful's gonna happen.
Don't make a damn fool of yourself.
Keep out of this. Go on. Shoot, Professor.
Everybody back up.
Oh, I am back up.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
Is it over?
All right, that's enough. Get these tails out of here. God damn it, break it up.
It is an insult. What skill has never been questioned before?
Oh, don't drown yourself.
Guess what? Hassler playing first base. He's so funny. Hassler, first base. Holy smoke, let's go.
I told you I'm not jealous.
I didn't say you were jealous. I said you were drunk.
Well, you can't have everything.
Oh.
Nothing special.
My, but you're an impetuous girl.
I get along all right.
That new defined policy of yours is going to get you in trouble someday, Catherine.
Well, it's been working out all right for me so far.
I have a new policy. The rule me and you.
Oh?
Let's quit fighting.
What fight?
Come here, Catherine.
Where are we going?
Babe and Sid are going on a walk. It's the new policy. This is my once-a-year day, once-a-year day. Felt the morning sun and knew that this was my once-a-year day, once-a-year day. Even got a kiss
alive until today.
You kidding? How can I miss you? Nah, you're the type that stands out in the crowd. You know what I'm saying? You got what it takes. There's something else. It's a mighty elegant outfit you got on there.
It's just casual. Listen, Press, what would your wife say?
No. We barely talk to each other anymore.
You don't?
Certainly not.
You know what? Something I like about you. You've got such a swell brain.
So have you.
You're a snappy dresser, too.
Yeah, I get around.
I go for that.
I go for you.
Ha ha ha.
Ha ha ha. Her is the kind of doll that drives a fella fast. Isn't her?
Her is.
Her has the kind of shake that really is the cat. Hasn't her?
Her has.
I've seen what girls east or west have, none have what her has. Yes, I've seen what all the best have, but you have twice as much as the rest have. Her is a snappy dresser, what is dressing you? Isn't her?
Her is.
Her is the only doll from which I get a thrill. Isn't her?
Her is.
Her is running away, but her sure can bet. Him is gonna get her yet. I'm gonna get her yet.
When you came here after the picnic last week, she says to me, don't be a pest, don't talk too damn much. But it might be worse if I didn't say anything at all. I said,
You're right.
I always say, a railroad man can't be too much of a damn pest if he ain't around home enough.
You go on your run tonight, don't you?
Yes, off to Milwaukee, doggone it. Say, here's something you don't see every day.
I agree. What is it?
Petrified bats.
Now, Pop, Sid is not interested in petrified bats.
Well, what the hell, dear? I didn't say he was.
I know you.
Tyranny of a woman, huh?
Too bad.
Well, I better go get my things. School number 15 waits for no man.
Pop out your ears off?
He's a great guy, babe. I like him. But I like you better.
No. Wait until Pop gets out. Are you hungry?
Not exactly hungry. Not in the way you mean, anyway.
Oh, you. Here. Have a beer.
Thanks.
Say, Sid, you like stamps?
Pop!
Well, even if he doesn't, this is something that should be interesting to anybody. 2 sets of mint Columbians. Played backs in every issue since 1919.
Well, thanks.
Well, goodbye, Katie.
Goodbye, Pop.
Come around anytime, Sid.
I'd like to. Well, now that we can settle down for a nice long evening with the stamp collection. Say, he really has got a full set of mint Columbians.
Well, sure he has. That's why I work at Sleep Tight.
He's a nice guy, babe.
You're a good boy, Sid. He likes you, too.
I feel good. I feel like home.
I wonder if we've got any onions.
Onions.
I'm making a Western. Want one?
That's my baby. She wants a Western. No, darling, I don't want a Western. Food is not in the uppermost of my thoughts at the moment.
Guess you'll want some coffee, too, huh?
No, it'll keep me awake. Now cut that out.
What's the matter, lover?
I don't want to talk small talk. Now that I'm alone with you, why don't we stop all this small talk? I've got bigger things to do. Let's not talk of the weather, the fashions of the fall. Why don't we stop all this small talk? I've got something better for your lips to do, and that takes no talk at all.
I gotta find me a trustee dress, the one that I have is such a mess.
Small talk.
Will you both like the stamp collection?
Small talk. Read in a book the other day that hell is one of the earthly making forces, winning the donkeys breaking. Furthermore, the pygmy tribes in Africa may have a war.
No!
Yes. I don't wanna talk
What
small.
do you think they charge for him now?
That I'm alone with you.
Got so a buck ain't worth a damn now.
Why don't we stop all this
Read
small
where the winters are
talk?
getting milder.
We've got bigger things to do.
And that the teenage kids are wilder.
Start talk of the
One of these days I'll paint the kitchen.
the fashions of the
Get
fall.
light switching.
Why don't we stop all this small talk?
Like I was saying,
I've got something better
what I mean is,
for your lips to do. And that takes no.
I think I'll make that Western.
Oh, babe, have a heart.
Every darned apron in the wash.
That's your way of learning life, huh?
I don't want to get grease spots on this dress. I paid $20 for it.
Take it off. You're all friends.
Look out. I'm cooking.
You sure are.
I mean, I might as well be practical. Would you hang this up for me, please?
Gee, I'd love to see a girl walking in your house in a slip. How the hell do you hang this thing up?
Keep trying, lover.
Sport coat. This is William's dress. You two kids get acquainted. Babe, I love you. Darling?
Sid, there's something I gotta talk about.
What?
I think you're wonderful and I love you. But we're in for a lot of trouble.
No, baby, why shouldn't we?
There's something going to come between us.
Who?
Not any who. 7.5 cents.
Oh, that.
That contract, lover. That's important. Maybe we ought to face that before.
Don't talk nonsense.
Sid! You mustn't treat me like a baby.
I'm not, darling.
You've got to listen to me. I don't know why the union's so important to me. But it is. I guess you've got to be on a team. And that's why no matter what's with us, I'm going to be fighting for my side. I'm fighting hard.
All right. Hey, how do you feel about it?
I love you terribly.
If we both feel this way about each other, isn't that enough?
You don't know me.
Babe, I love you.
All right. You can take it if you can. I don't wanna talk small talk. I got something better for your lips to do.
And that takes no at all.
Mr. Hassler called. Spoke to him personally. He wants to see us in his office at noon.
Does that mean we won?
Oh, we won!
Now, May, calm down. Mr. Hassler only wants to talk to us.
Shouldn't we wait for Babe?
What for? You know, she's going out with Mr. Somebody Special.
Oh, Babe's all right.
I didn't say she wasn't. She sure does seem busy these days.
Well, I don't think a girl should get too emotional over the management. Babe couldn't take care of herself.
I didn't say she couldn't. But the trouble is, when you start to fall for a guy, how do you know how far you're going to fall?
7.5 cents, guys.
I'm going to quit. We got to start thinking of ideas soon enough.
Oh, Babe! We were just talking about
Why not?
Are you coming?
I can't. I've got a date.
Have fun!
I will.
I'll see you, babe.
Bye, Press. Well, here I am. Hi.
Hi. Did I keep you waiting?
That makes it much nicer when you get here.
I've got one more thing to do. You mind another 5 minutes?
I don't mind anything. I love you.
I love you. Are you happy?
I don't even touch the ground.
It's good, isn't it?
So good I can hardly believe it. Tell me.
Again?
Tell me.
I love you.
Tell me.
I love you more than all the heroes in all the history books in the world.
Tell me.
What a woman, I'll tell you. Once a man who loved a woman. She was one he slew a dragon for. They said that nobody ever loved as much as he. But me, I love you more.
Tell me.
And once a man who loved a woman more than enough to have a kingdom for. They say that nobody ever loved as much as he. But me, I love you more. My love is a giant, fierce and defiant, and how can I prove it to you? Ain't got no pain, no more dragging the back of my bragging. I'm gonna show what I would do. I don't know the once man who loved a woman. She was one he ate the apple for. They say that nobody ever loved as much as he. But me, I love you more.
There was a woman who loved a man. He was one that she took poison for. They say that nobody ever loved as much as she. But me, I love you more. And there was a woman who loved a man. He was one she swam the channel for. They say that nobody ever loved as much as she. But me, I love you more. My love's meteoric, it's merely historic. A whirlwind or cyclone on heels. It rocks my whole solar plexus. It's bigger in Texas. I just can't tell you how it feels. I only know there was a woman who loved a man, who loved him enough to cause a Trojan war. They say that nobody ever loved as much as she. But me, I love you more, 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 more.
Lion loves her cub.
More than a lion loves her pup.
More than a flounder loves his fish.
More than a guzzler loves his gin.
Oh,
There was a woman
who loved a
who
woman.
loved a man.
She was the one he
She was
slew a
the one that
dragon
she took poison
for. They say that nobody ever loved as much as he. But me, I love you more. But me, I love you more.
You pushed me. I did not. What are you doing now? Being one with the sewing machine. That's an interesting choice. Well, Mr. Hassler's in the talking committee right now. Sorry, I'll go get my lunch. I'll steer clear of there. We ate already. Well, babe. Howdy, Abel. I hear you and Sid make a lovely couple on the dance floor.
Sure thing.
I told you we wouldn't get no place.
Looks like another runaround, Fred. He's a fighter, he says. What a line.
You should have heard him, babe. Wait a minute, please. Mr. Hassler wants to speak to you all again. More soft soap.
Now, May.
Now, just one thing. I want to say one thing. Let's not adorn with any hard feelings. We've got got to preserve that fine, sleep-tight spirit.
That's easier for you to say, Mr. Hassler, but we ain't getting any place.
We're going backwards.
I didn't say no, I said not now.
Look, Mr. Hassler, this thing's been dragging on for months. Help is getting very jumpy. Their patience is about wore out.
I want to be fair, but
Look, Mr. Hassler, I'm just going to tell you the plain truth. We know this company is running one hell of a business, and we ain't got no education, maybe, but we got eyes and ears.
Everybody in the industry has had a 7.5-cent raise.
as I said, I want to be fair. That's always been my policy. So I don't give you a yes, but I don't give you a no. I say we've got to examine it, and I've got to talk to the board of directors, and that is the way we're going to leave it. Gladys!
Well, what now, Prez?
Slow down.
Boy, this is it. This is what we've been waiting for.
We gotta get started someplace. Babe, you're in charge of this room. Go to it. Slow down!
Something's very wrong here. What seems to be the matter?
I guess I'm just overworked or something. Ever since lunch, I can't seem to get the hang of it.
Well, I think I got the hang of it. I'm gonna go see the superintendent and see what's going on around here.
Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up. Waste time. Hurry up. Waste time. You're racing with the clock. You're racing with the clock. And the second hand doesn't understand that you're that late break and your fingers saved and your
All right, girls, just a minute. Now listen to me. Now, this is a nice little show you're putting on here, but I don't like it. My job is to turn out goods, and that's what we're going to do. You have a contract. I didn't make it, but it's there. You're going to do a day's work for a day's pay. Is that clear? I still have the power to fire and hire around here, you know. Let's go!
Somebody jump the line.
Who did that?
I did.
She didn't.
You're fired.
I am?
Yes.
Well, that's fine. First vacation I've had in 3 years. I need one. So long, girls. Bye, Dave.
Get Charlie. We'll be operating again in 15 minutes. Just clear out till I can get back.
I've got a fuse that I gotta switch. Boy, look out! Did she get hurt?
Yeah. Twice.
I'll fix it!
Better forget her. Her with her nose in the air. She has you dancing on a string. Break it and she won't care. Won't you take this advice? I hand you like a brother. Or are you not seeing things too clear? Are you too much in love to hear? Is it all going in one ear? And
this ought to just be a short meeting on account of the Boilermakers local have got the hall spoke for at 8 o'clock. So, them that wants to get down to the tri-state meet should have plenty of time. What's going on down at the plant, you all know as well as I. And any members of the type that I run into from time to time who say, what good is the union? Why should I pay my dues? Why, they would take a mighty good object lesson from where they would be in this here battle for the 7.5-cent raise they wouldn't get if it wasn't for the union. But sure as hell is going to get it. So leave us all to remember that the union should remain first and foremost in our hearts, next only to our loved ones and our tiny tots and kittens. Now, before we break up tonight, I was hoping we'd have a little entertainment. Well, I'd hope you'd show a special courtesy tonight because a couple of the cutting room gals have got up and acted with Gladys Hotchkiss, who's from the front office, huh? And if these good folk is good enough to come out and put on this little act for us, why, the least we could do is not sneak out the back way like last time, huh? This little number, I think, has got it hit right on the nose. Well, because it's about getting hot. And fellow union members, that's exactly what we're doing. Getting hot.
Steam
the meeting and quit guzzling all this free beer.
I'm not guzzling, I'm just being sociable.
Well, this ain't a sociable, it's an official meeting.
May's got to keep her strength up.
Well, we can't just sit around here and do nothing. We gotta make plans. Mr. Hassler ain't gonna give in easy.
We got to slow down.
I mean other things, like what? For example, a suggestion here from Jake Fondemeyer. See, whenever he was working at the Ironclad Overall Company and they was having troubles, well, he spits tobacco juice in the back hip pockets of all the overalls.
I draw the line at chewing tobacco.
I wasn't suggesting that.
How about if the Packers put the size small tops with the large size bottoms and like that?
Sure. That's what I mean. That's it's constructive. That's clear thinking.
Hello? Oh,
But
Sure.
that wouldn't take effect soon enough.
sure, I recognize your voice.
No, I suppose not.
Yes, I am.
Well, let's be practical.
No, I can't talk now. I've been away 3 days.
I'm gonna break down and huff this beer.
Look, I have several
We've got to
people
put the
here.
screws on them right now.
Wouldn't do any
not
good
later.
anyhow. So goodbye. I'm sorry.
Babe, they've been saying. Look, I don't want to get Babe in any trouble.
Go ahead. What trouble can you get me into? I'm fired already.
Well, the union ought to do something about that, too.
Well, if she hadn't said that she did it, then we could have. But when someone up it admits to busting up company property. Listen now. Here's some confidential from inside the building. Some of the waistband buttons, they ain't been sewed onto. Just wait until the salesman comes screaming back to Hassel.
Hello.
Mr. Williams.
Big meeting. Hey, don't let me interrupt.
Hiya, Pop.
Hi.
How was your trip?
Dirty. Had our hot box on the site for 25 minutes.
Well, that's about it anyhow.
Sure.
And let's all be thinking about now ways to jam things up.
Much obliged for the beer.
That's all right.
What do you mean? You gotta go home?
Listen, May, my wife will be raising hell.
Too bad you didn't think about that before.
Look, May, I'll take you home.
Oh, don't bother.
But May, this prowler's out this hour of the night.
Single ones, I hope. Come on, Joe.
Hey, I went to Corner Tavern for a beer just now, and guess who I saw?
Old man Hassler and Rita Hayworth?
No, Sid.
Sid, what's he up to?
The way I got it isn't funny or something that kind. What happened between you?
Never mind, Pop.
That's what I told Sid. I said, forget about it and come on over.
Oh, Pop, you're too fresh.
The boy don't feel good about something.
Neither do I.
Come on in.
Yes, do come in.
Make yourself at home, Sid.
Have you really been away?
Yes, I went to Chicago to visit the Lincoln Park Zoo.
Just because we're on different sides, is that any reason for you and me to get all balled up?
Looks like it, doesn't it?
Not to me, it doesn't. What kind of queen are you anyway?
Haven't you heard? I'm the sweetheart of Local 343 Associated Garment Workers of North America. My gosh, Sid. I warned you. I told you, you know. You knew all about how I felt. I happen to think there are certain things a person has to stand for in this life. But I guess you forgot all about that.
I forgot nothing. They pay me to run the
So
factory.
run the factory! You stick to your side, I'll stick to mine.
Babe, I love you. Corny, ain't it? Did you hear me?
Yes.
I was cutting room foreman when I bluffed my way into this job. And now that I have you in my plans, I'm gonna fight even harder.
Watch those hands, Tycoon.
Well, here we are.
What you got there, Pops? Your stamp album?
Well, don't get too excited, honey. If Sid doesn't want to look at him, well, he don't have to. No law against my looking, is there?
But Sid likes stamps. He told me so. Don't you, Sid?
Yeah. I was looking at them the other night.
Sure you do. There's a universal appeal for stamps.
Sid's very interested, Pop. But me, I'm just plain bushed. So, do you mind if I slide off to bed?
Run along, dear. Good night, honey. Now, Sid, suppose we start with the Pan-American issue, eh?
Well, I guess that's just as good as a place to start as any.
Hey there, you with the stars in your eyes. Love never made a fool of you. You used to
women. That's what I do. Especially them flippity gimmicks. Girls, you are a disgrace to my training. You hurt my feelings.
Oh, Mr. Hines, you didn't hurt your feelings. Oh, I'm sorry. It's nothing personal, Mr. Hines.
It cuts. I have the notion to throw in my stopwatch and give up.
Oh, no, Hinesy. We'd let you train us all over again.
Where's Mr. Hassel?
I thought you were in Peoria.
Ooh, I asked Mr. Hassel and I get Peoria. Oh, doesn't mean you're part of the slow down too, Hines. Never mind, I'll go find him myself.
Did you see that?
He seems awfully upset.
To accuse me of a slowdown.
Oh, not you.
Me, I made his lettuce like 5 o'clock.
We're sorry, Mr. Hines. We'll be good.
Sure.
Sometimes, honey man, and at times, honey man can't waste time. And at times, honey man, to waste time is a crime. So I'm ruled by the tick, tick, tock, and I live my life by the clock. I live my life by the tick, tick, tock of the clock. When I go to sleep, I don't undress. Oh yes, I sleep in all my clothes. I must confess, you say a strange way to behave. Well, I must admit that the suit gets muss and it gathers linen and it picks up dust, but think of the time I save.
Think of the time he saves.
The alarm clock rings. It's 6 a.m. While I am still in bed, I shave. That's what I said. While I am still in bed, I shave. And the lather drips and the bed gets wet, and oh, what a lousy shave I get, but think of the time I save.
Think of the time he saves. Tick-tock, tick-tock, time is fusion. Tick-tock, tick-tock, time goes by.
How I love to sit and watch the seconds multiply at breakfast time. I grab a bowl, and in the bowl I drop an egg, and add some juice, a poor excuse for what I crave. And then I add some oatmeal too, and it comes out tasting just like glue, but think of the time I save.
Think of the time he saves. Tick-tock, tick-tock, time is fusion. Tick-tock, tick-tock, time goes by.
I'll be sitting counting seconds till the day I die, and when I do, I have a plan. Before I'm dead, I'll dig my grave. That's what I said. Before I'm dead, I'll dig my grave. 'Cause once St. Peter calls my name, I'll no longer do just the same, but think of the time I saved.
Think of the time he saves.
Teenage girl confesses.
I can't help it. It's a slowdown.
Teenage boy attacks school teacher.
They'll get the pajamas from somewhere else if we don't make deliveries. Well, that's not my department.
Slow down like this proves what I've been saying for years. Nobody is interested in work.
That's right.
This whole country is on skids. Here I am right now with employees openly defiant to top management.
Mr. Hassel, maybe if we offered some sort of compromise.
Compromise? Not until there's ice in hell 3 feet thick. I'm a fighter, Sorokin.
We've got hundreds of deliveries to get out.
That's right, Mr. Hassler. Here's a letter from Marks and Klein over to Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Marks and Klein? Them
Hassel, I have been looking for you.
Why aren't you out on territory? What are you doing here?
Because of what happened in Peoria.
The elevator stuck.
Oh, you hide. What size are you?
Size? Me? What is this? The elevator stuck.
Come here, you look like a medium.
What on earth is going on around here?
Take off your pants.
I'll do no such thing.
Mr. Hassel, this is life and death of the Sleep Time Organization. I need him to model these pajamas.
Right? Take off your pants.
Okay, Chief. Me honest?
Hurry up.
Come on.
Oh, what a day.
I'm a very busy man. I'm a time study man, not a model.
This is all for sleep tight, mister.
Come on, Hines. Take your pants off. Hurry it up. Whatever it is.
Now, Mr. Hassel, I want to be real. You see, I'm not the type of salesman who believes in half measures. You see, when I sample room, I do exactly what we got here. I model pants myself.
Oh, it's beautiful styling. What more do you want?
Now, get the picture. Here I am with Mr. Robinson. His two little lives are very excited with the new line, and then, you see what I'm saying?
Go on, go on. I hope there's some point to all this.
Now, Hines, stick out your stomach and breathe in.
Oh, this is truly ridiculous.
Now, everybody keep in mind, he's right out of the box, straight out of stocking. Now, Hines, just breathe in.
Go on, Hines. You said to breathe. Breathe.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, leave him lay.
What are you doing, Gordon? Play game? Mr. Himes, really?
Let me see those.
They're all like that. Boxes and boxes of them.
What's the meaning of this? Who did this?
Someone's got quite a sense of humor.
What?
2 threads in every waistband button. They're not sewed on correctly. Someone's being very cute.
Cute? Sabotage! Open rebellion, man!
Or on the other hand, it could just be a coincidence.
Oh, put your pants on!
What did you do?
I didn't do anything.
Give me stock room.
Could be the laughing stock of the pajama game. Ah!
Well, you never finished your story. What did this Robertson do when your pants fell down?
Oh, he laughed. No sense.
Get out of it!
Hold the orders until I can get down there. Come on, Max.
They think they can lick Meyer and Haskell with this sort of trickery. They got another thing coming. I'm a fighter, damn communist! Hines, put your pants on. I want a time report on each individual worker.
Now, Mr. Hassler, in the letter from Marks and Klein...
Michael, I told you I don't want to hear about letters from Marks and Klein or anybody else.
Well,
especially Marks and Klein, those damn pirates. Gladys, don't let me forget. I've got a meeting with the board of directors tomorrow.
Yes, sir, the books are already accepted.
Except 2 threads. That's what I've got to tell them. 2 threads.
We've got an awful lot of orders to recall.
How many?
They'll tell us later.
Gladys, give me your entry.
Yes.
Mabel, clear out for me, will you?
Oh, sure. I'll go get something to settle my stomach.
Have it ready for the meeting tomorrow. That's all.
Mr. Hassler,
Yeah.
I'd like to make a pitch.
Pitch. All right. Pitch ahead.
Before I get started, let me make my position clear. I'm for the company first, last, and always. But labor troubles must only end up in one way: compromise.
Now, Sorokin, you've been around here long enough to learn something. But you seem a little slow. I'm a fighter! Keep your dukes up, boy!
Yes, but-
Don't waste your breath on me! Keep your dukes up!
Keep your dukes up. What is that supposed to mean?
Mr. Hassler wants me to take boxing lessons. I don't know.
You certainly are a character.
And I'd like to get some information from you, too.
What kind?
Double entry.
Well, you're not gonna get any information, so there.
Oh, Gladys, I'm a desperate man, and I hate to ask you for a favor, but
Sid, dear, you wouldn't have me violate a trust, would you?
I sure would. If it would help him snarl things around here a bit.
Now, why could that be so important?
Well, because my life depends on the titanic struggle of pajama survival.
You're a scream.
And if I only knew a bit more of the bookkeeping. of
Oh,
this-
no, not that.
Well, I wouldn't ask you to show it to me. Maybe just leave it around.
No, besides, Mr. Hassler keeps it locked. Anyhow.
Well, I know a sexy dame that lent me the key.
Oh, you think so?
Well, it'd be fun trying to persuade her.
Well, it might be fun to be persuaded, only you'd be awfully sore when you didn't get it.
Oh, Oh, no, Gladys, I'm grown up.
Quit kidding me. Well, I need to go.
No. Wait.
What?
Let's go out to dinner tonight.
I hope you're not serious about that key.
I don't feel like being serious about anything anymore. You busy?
No, and I sure would like to, but... Oh, gee, where would you take me?
Any place you say.
I know a wonderful joint. I know a dark, secluded place. A place where no one knows your face. A glass of wine, a fast embrace. It's called Hernando's Hideaway. Ole! All you see are silhouettes, and all you hear are castanets. And no one cares how late it gets. Not at Hernando's Hideaway. Ole! At the Golden Finger Bowl or any place you go. You'll meet your Uncle Max and everyone you know. But if you are sitting close and making love to me, you may take my heart, you may take my soul, but not my key. Just knock 3 times and whisper low that you and I were sent by Joe. Then strike a match and you will know you're in Hernando's Hideaway. Ole!
Joe sent us. Ooh, it's dark in here. Fresh. Who's that?
Oopsie. Oopsie, where are you? Oopsie.
Hey, buddy, this ain't Oopsie.
A dark, secluded place. A place where no one knows your face. A glass of wine, a glass of pearl. It's called Hernando's Hideaway. Ole!
Joe sent us.
Oopsie. Oopsie.
At the Golden Finger Bowl or any place you go. You will meet your Uncle Max and everyone you know. But if you go to the spot that I am thinking of, you will be free to gaze at me and talk of love. Just knock 3 times and whisper low that you and I were sent by Joe. Then strike a match and you will know you're in Hernando's Hideaway. Ole! Now, I want to ask you a personal question, Sid. Do you like Scotch?
No, Gladys, I don't like scotch.
Me neither. Scotch has a very peculiar taste.
The kind of scotch-like taste?
Yeah, that's it. Count me out. Waitress. Is that gin?
Yes.
You're right. You know, I can't seem to figure you out, Sid. I guess when you first came here, you caught on that I thought you were cute. But you never gave me a tumble till tonight.
Well, I told you what I was up to, didn't I?
I forget. Tell me again.
I'm gonna get you fried and get that key away from you.
You'll never get my key. You'll never...
Well, hear you.
You think I'm terrible, don't you?
Hey, I thought you said bowling alley.
What?
Babe,
wanted to come here.
I gotta give a message to someone.
Yeah, we was gonna get thrown out anyways. Hans came in all drunk, started raising a ruckus.
No, it wasn't my night. Come on, let's dance. Sure, what do you think? What's the matter, Sid?
I don't feel so good.
You're sick, you mean?
Not sick, just kind of depressed.
Oh, look. Don't be repressed. See what I'm giving you? Here it is. Now, take it.
It's a lousy trick, Gladys.
I'll just lend it to you, and you've got to give it back in the morning.
Thanks a hell of a lot.
Now, you got to cheer up, Sid. Hiya, babe.
Yes, hello.
Sid and I are just old friends.
Why don't you join us?
No, thank you. Gladys, I just came here to tell you Heinz is out for blood. Oh, Heinz. He came to the bowling alley looking for you. He knows you're out sick, and he's got a knife. He's always got a knife. He's living in the past. That's not healthy, you think so, Sid? Look, I didn't come here to be funny, and I didn't come here because I'm craving your company or wanting to join your party or anything like that. I came here to tell you, he's dangerous. He talks dangerous. What do you think? I think I'll take a nap.
Hey, please. I'm gonna get Prez to take you home, is that all right?
If Mr. Hassler ever finds out.
He won't find out.
Oh dear, a fallen woman, that's what I am. I lost my key. I better take another nap.
Prez.
Yeah.
Pay it for me and take Gladys home, will you?
Gladys, yeah, sure. Glad to.
I've got some important bookkeeping to do.
Her is the cutest one.
I remember you.
You got class, you know it. Her is the cutest.
No, him is the cutest.
What?
Oh, you corn-fed Romeo. I know what goes on with you. All right. You stake in the grass. It doesn't matter if you break a person's heart. Oh, well, you're right.
Oh, I see you. You don't need to drop anything.
You abandoned woman, you Aussie!
After the way you behave, taking your pants off in Mr. Hassler's office, don't touch me. Press will see me home. Oh, and I'm glad I never married you.
Morning, Charlie.
There's a committee from the union downstairs to see you.
Yeah, I sent for them.
You've been here all night.
That's no joke, Charlie. I have. I'd like to speak to Mr. Hassler, please. And better yet, I think I've got something.
Take it easy, boy.
Yes, Mr. Hassler. Could you come down to my office? Right away. Come in. It's pretty important. Thanks. I'll come on in, please. Look, I'm sorry to drag you out here so early, but I know you're having a rally, and I wanted to talk to you first.
It's okay, Sid.
I think I gotta hold on some facts and then clean this mess up.
You better be quick. We either get that 7.5 cent raise, or we strike. You're damned right.
Well, what I wanted to ask is, will you keep the rally going until I can get there and talk to you?
What about?
About solving this damn thing.
There ought to be a time limit.
You're gonna have to break.
We sure are.
All right. Good. That'll give me enough time. I'll be at the rally.
It's fair enough.
Miss Williams. Could I talk to you for a second?
That's all right, babe. We'll wait for you downstairs.
I know explanations are
Oh,
lousy.
no, Sid, I don't care. It's just...
Babe, please. You've got to let me explain.
I don't want an explanation. It's humiliating.
But you mustn't
I don't think anything. I don't care. Sid, if this is about you and Gladys, it's none of my business.
But it is your business.
No, the hell with that! Talking about something bigger.
Well, this is just great. Can't we even talk to each other without making any sense?
I don't see how. Not until this is over.
I've been eating mud long enough. I've had it.
What do you suggest, Sid?
Meet me after the round.
I can't. I've got a date.
That's that.
I'll break it.
Oh! Sid, I gotta warn you. Vernon's not fooling this time. We've been at it all night screaming and
Just
yelling.
calm yourself, Gladys. I'll fix everything. I'll pull him aside and tell him the whole story. In the meantime, here's your key.
Listen, I thought I heard something.
Is that a knife? No, the maniac, the fool. Hide you damn fool.
I told you I heard something.
You heard something, all right? Well, I'm glad he's got that out of his system.
How do we know he has?
I'm glad he's got it out. Oh, fix that, baby.
This call turns out to be important. Look, what's this? This isn't nice. I don't like this.
Miss-
That's company property, Sorokin.
Mr. Hassel, you better let me explain.
I think somebody better. What the hell?
Oh, stop
That was
that.
a knife! They're trying to murder me! Call Senator Hickenlooper!
Yes, sir!
Get the blood to murder me! They've imported gangsters from Chicago! The old Al Capone gang! They're trying to murder me! They're marching! What's that?
Mr. Hassel, they're going to have a parade and you go!
Oh, there you are, Hines, on the job, man! This place is full of gangsters, and they're out to get me!
They're not out to get you, they're out to get me.
Oh, talk! Why doesn't somebody do something? Give me the police!
You don't want to arrest Hines, do you?
Hines!
He was trying to kill me.
Oh, Hines, and suppose you succeeded right in the middle of labor troubles! What have I done, kid?
I could have made him. I was just trying to scare him.
Is this what you called me down here for? To come here and risk my life?
No!
I don't want to get caught in the middle of these personal issues!
There's going to be a strike this morning unless we do something about it.
Oh, talk! I told you I'm a fighter!
And so am I.
What?
Gladys, have his head patched up.
Yes, sir. Come on, Vernon.
Oh, don't touch me. I'm a fighter, I say.
Oh, come on, Tiger.
Mr. Hassel, I'm going upon the board of directors.
What did you say?
I can't solve this any other way.
Solve what? Sometimes I swear.
I've been up all night with your ledger.
What?
I apologize. I know you didn't hire me as a safecracker, but I had to get some facts. One way or another, I've been through your books.
You mean to say that
That
you...
7.5 cents was added to the cost 6 months ago.
I'll put you in jail! That's what I'll do! I'll put you in jail!
No, you won't. But I can give that raise. If you don't, I'll go up on the board and tell them how many orders have been canceled.
Not one damn order.
Check your books, Mr. Haskell. Mabel's been trying all day yesterday to tell you about Marks and Klein. And if this operation folds up, I fold with it. And I don't want to, so do me a favor. Sit down and talk to me.
I didn't want to get out of breath before I made my big speech. Say, May, is my ribbon straight? Now, what kind of question is that? Yeah, we are. May will tell you.
Yes, that's the answer to everything today. What is it?
I was just asking, are we going to win the strike?
Well, sure we are, and that ain't all.
Babe and I was up half last night figuring it out. I got it all written down on paper.
What do you mean, Prez?
I figured it out. I figured it out. With a pencil and a pad, I figured it out. 7.5 cents doesn't buy a hell of a lot. 7.5 cents doesn't mean a thing. But give it to me every hour, 40 hours every week. That's enough for me to be living like a king. I figured it out. He figured it out. With a pencil and a pad, I figured it out. Only 5 years from today. Only 5 years from today. I can see it all 5 years from today. Now let's see, 5 years. That's 260 weeks times 40 hours every week at approximately 2¼ hours overtime. That time and a half for overtime comes to exactly $852.74. That's enough for me to get an automatic washing machine, a year's supply of gasoline, carpeting for the living room, not to mention a 40-inch television set. So, although 7.5 cents doesn't buy a hell of a lot, 7.5 cents doesn't mean a thing. Give it to me every hour, 40 hours every week. That's enough for me to be living like a king.
I figured it out.
She figured it out. She figured it out.
I figured it out. With a pencil and a pad, I figured it out. Only 10 years from today. Only 10 years from today. I can see it clear as daylight. Only 10 years from today. 10 years. Now let's see. That's 520 weeks times 40 hours every week at roughly 2¼ hours overtime. That time and a half for overtime comes to exactly $1,705.11. That's enough for me to buy a trip to France and cross the seas, a motorboat with water skis, maybe even a foreign car.
A Tarzan cat with corner bar.
I'll buy myself a scramble board with letters made of gold. So, although 7.5 cents doesn't buy a hell of a lot, 7.5 cents doesn't mean a thing. But give it to me every hour, 40 hours every week. That's enough for me to be living like a king. He figured it out, she figured it out, he figured it out, he figured it out. With a pencil and a pen, he figured it out. Only 20 years from today.
Only 20 years from today.
I can see it like a vision. Only 20 years from today. 20 years. Now let's see.
That's 1,040 weeks
Times 40 hours every week.
at approximately 2¼ hours overtime
At time and a half for overtime.
comes to exactly
$3,411.96.
Wow. That's enough for me to be a sultan at the Taj Mahal, in every room a different doll.
I'll have myself a flying spree and buy a pajama factory, and I can end up having all that has to work for me.
So, although 7.5 cents doesn't buy a hell of a lot, 7.5 cents doesn't mean a thing. Give it to me every hour, 40 hours every week. That's enough for me to be
Bryce,
Yeah.
sleep tight will offer you a compromise.
Well,
Mr. Hassel will give you your 7.5 cents if you agree to give up all claims of retroactive pay.
now wait a minute. Sid, I don't know.
Well, I do. Let's get it over. We won! We should go, guys.
Let's go.
Sid, I could kiss you. You've been wonderful.
Well, I don't want to be kissed for settling a strike. Unless, if it's anything personal.
Oh, it's very personal.
Embarrassing, I call it.
Tell me.
I love you.
Tell me more.
I love you.
Tell me.
What a man, I'll tell you. More than a lion loves her cub.
More than a lion loves his pub.
More than a flounder loves his fin.
More than a guzzler loves his gin.
More!
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 There was She was the one
Dragon
that kissed him twice in the
Ball. They say that nobody ever loved as much as he. Like me.
I love you both.
Like me. I love you more.
I'm going to take you to one of the town's most extravagant nightclubs, where a party is being given jointly by Mr. Hassler of the Union. We are told to dress for the occasion.
Now, Matt!
Yes, Mr. H.
I just want to say one thing.
Okay, Mr. H.
Fellow sleep-tiders, this demonstration of harmony in our company strikes something deep inside of me, and I'm sure that this party of yours will be a great success because it stems from the genuine spirit of sleep-tight solidarity.
Well, we can all say okay to that, Mr. H. So what was a little trick with the sleep tight fashion trend? Remember to wear sleep tight at all social functions.
Dresses are fine, but sleep tight's divine.
Sleep tight has everything. Grace, style, comfort.
I'm great.
I'm Scotty.
I'm comfort.
Wear sleep tight for happy family life.
No, I trust her night and day. That's she loves the sleep tight way.